With Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Here we go. 180! We ain't giving up nothing today.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check 26, check 26.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play, 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Running with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
On 1st down, Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Right there. 54. right there. 54 Mike.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Here we go,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and inside the midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You can't block me.
12, fellas. Here we go.
You can't block me. Jim.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, running right is Howard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They go with Howard again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
64, weak. 53 for Mike. 53 for Matt.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veterans. You got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go. Louis! 54, Mike, 54. I got one. Check safety, check safety. Hey, we're good.
On first down, they run with Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Now Wentz. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing now is Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the depth. For it on 4th down.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.